Hey guys, hey YouTube and my YouTube family. Um, Joseph here, back with another video of some mods that I've made to the pack, to my life-size spirit pack. And I just want to share with you guys some of the newer mods that I've made to this pack. I know it doesn't look different because of my previous smaller videos that I've made on this pack. But one thing you will notice right off the bat is the ribbon cable. I finally made the upgrade to the 1984 ribbon cable from Ghostbusters 1, the film. I'm still going to order the GB2's ribbon cable for the pack as well. I just haven't done it yet. I just haven't done it yet. But let's go over some of the newer upgrades that I've made to this pack. Like I said, right off the bat, you're going to notice these three cables here now because of the afterlife mode. Um, I have this upgraded uh, black cable here, and it's attached with one of these extra. I had like an extra version of one of these plastic spirit pack connectors. I drilled a hole into the top version of this one, so that this black cable uh, could be attached to it, and this is not screwed in to the box here because I'm still doing the whole thing where I want everything Afterlife and Frozen Empire to be removed from the pack to showcase this pack as a 1984 pack. So I just basically hot glued this to the box, and hot glue is hot glue. It'll easily come off the pack real easily. Um, yes, I know I still have not bought the other clipper valve cover to attach my custom wiring from the clipper valve to the booster tube. I have not. I know I have not done that yet. I'm still working my way to that, but I'm almost done with doing all the finer details to the Afterlife pack mod on this life size pack. So that's probably going to be like my last upgrade. That's probably going to be like my last upgrade to this pack. Just because I don't have the money. I don't have a whole lot of money coming in right now to like make a lot of upgrades at the moment to the pack. But when I do splurge my money sometimes, I do opt out for something that direly needs to be done to the pack. Like an instance, like I said, this is not a big deal for me right now. You know, the wiring from the clipper valve to the booster tube. I'm not worried that much about that right now. Like as long as it looks good laying on the pack to kind of make the pack look decently the way I want to at the moment, that's all that matters. Okay. Also, I switched out the PBD here. This is a replica GB fans PBD for the pack, and I'm still using the original screw uh, connector for to hold my PBD in place. Although I did have to switch out the screw for it, I'm not using the Spirit Halloween screw because it's too small. I have a regular screw holding this in place, but I can still use the original screw hole for this to attach it. I also upgraded the blue wire that goes from the PPD to the top of the iron arm. This hose, the blue hose that goes to this, is still the original hose. I just had to cut it in half so that it could still fit from the top of the iron arm all the way down to the PPD. Um, and I upgraded the PPD with better loom to hold the wire in place. And for afterlife mode, I put this red tape here as well. I also upgraded this, my yellow wire. It still has the exact same yellow wire sleeve that I've had for a while. I'm still gonna try to upgrade that as well to make it more screen accurate. But for now, that works. But I also added in additional wiring to the inside so that it looks more fuller in the inside of this cable here. Um, I also went back in and replicated the red and blue hoses down here on the side from the injector tubes. These are actually now bigger and thicker than what was on there. And also, just like in Afterlife mode, I put the yellow tape on there. This wasn't really that hard to do, and I'm still using the original connectors that came with the injector tubes. So it wasn't really that hard to do. Like I just had to drill some bigger holes for the cables to be attached to at the top here. Worked out perfectly. Then for the smaller ones here on the side, see if I can get in closer here so you can see it. There it is. So for the smaller ones down here, I had to remove those completely and then drill two brand new holes. And then I just added these split looms down here on the bottom to make it more screen accurate. And that's how I did that. And also, while we're on this side of the pack, I want to show you this. I actually added the replicated bolt on the side of the iron arm as it is in Ghostbusters 1. You can see this bolt exactly in the Cedric Hotel scene with Ray Stantz, played by Dan Aykroyd, when he's hunting down the blob of a ghost named Slimer in the Cedric Hotel. And I want to replicate that as perfectly as possible. This bolt doesn't hold anything in place. It's actually there for just cosmetic looks, but it looks good, it looks amazing, and it makes my pack even much more replicated to the film. Moving on. And yes, I know if you're looking underneath the iron arm, again, I still have not upgraded to the red switch yet either. That's probably going to be another last minute upgrade that I'm going to do to the pack. But other than that, I'm not really too worried about it right now. Moving on. Let's see. What else did I do? I don't know if I did I don't think I did anything else to the pack. Other than those little mods. Here's my wand again. Here's a close up of my wand again. You guys have seen this wand about 1,000 times over. In some of my previous videos. I did upgrade the tape on here as well. Like I had regular black tape on here on the split loom up here at the top. It just wouldn't show up that good on camera. So I went back in and used fabric tape. This is fabric tape, and this is the same type of fabric tape that I used on the wand up there. I just they're just painted differently. Like the one on the wand is painted olive green, and I painted this one flat black, so it could be seen a little bit better. And I think it does I think it does a decent job too, of showing out on camera a little bit better. Also, I had to replace the blue tape that I had up here. I'm now using real electrical tape on this one because the other tape was the same type of tape as this was, the fabric tape. I don't know why on the split loom here, the fabric tape doesn't stick that well, and it doesn't stay on that well. So I had to upgrade and make the switch over to a real electric tape, and unfortunately I couldn't find this tape in real blue electrical tape. So this is actually black electrical tape, hand painted blue, and it works out. It works out perfectly. So that's pretty much all of the upgrades that I've done to the pack so far. There's my custom-made loom. I think that's supposed to be the gas mask hose that is seen in Afterlife that attaches to your wand hose on the wand and stuff like that. I still have a few more upgrades I want to do to the pack. Like you know, I've been talking about this cable that attaches from the clipper valve to the booster tube forever. I'm still working on that. I'm still gonna do that modification as well, and I'm also still trying to get my hands on the crank generator knob up here to attach to uh, the top of the pack here. I'm also still trying to get my hands on. I saw a really cool seller on Etsy who has a um, upgraded version of the heatsink for your wands, for your Hasbro wands. And basically, I want the one. Yeah, it comes in two different versions, in two different styles as well. You can get it squared or rounded, or you can get it with the speaker holes cut into it, or you can get the one that I want without the speaker holes attached to it. I want the one that's squared without the speaker holes attached into it, so you don't see this annoying little speaker hole system here showing out through the side of your heatsink. I don't know how good the audio would be without the speaker holes being in it, but I still say that the speaker holes being there or not being there is not going to make that much a difference, because these wands are loud, but they're not as loud as you think they want. It's not as loud as you want it to be. Like, you have to go in and do some internal switching around, hookups and stuff like that. Maybe put a different speaker system in there just to get it extra loud. I don't want mine's extra loud. I kind of like the audio just the way it is. So all I want to do is want to switch out the heatsink, so I can get rid of these annoying speaker hole lines that you see in the heatsink. So that's something to look forward into the future as well, with this particular pack. But all in all, I am really, really, really proud and really, really happy of how this pack has turned out. Yes, I still have not fully attached this cable to the cyclotron lid yet as well. Also, I'm still working on trying to get the piece for this beam line right here on the pack that you see. I don't know what the piece is called. It's just a top attachment that goes right here on the top of the beam line. I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a little round. It's kind of like the little round disc that you see up here, but it's got like some kind of weird, like, U shape uh, piece that goes there. I don't know what it's called, but if you've seen Afterlife, you know what I'm talking about. There's a brand new little piece that goes on the top of the beam line here. So that's some of the stuff that I want to do in the future of replicating this. Also, I want to try to get my hands on some of the correct screws that are used in the proton pack for stuff like the booster tube ladder. Maybe I might use a few of them on, like, attaching my Alice frame to the back of this and everything. Um, I almost forgot about this one. I did do a replica. I did upgrade the um, uh, bellows. I did upgrade the bellows to the uh, proton pack bumper. This is actually another version of this is one of the bellows that I found just lying around the house that came off of my 80% scaled Spirit Halloween pack. Um, it's a little bit smaller than what was actually found on this. That actually comes with the life size pack. Those things are pretty big. I mean, they still look pretty decent. The original stock version, but I wanted something a little bit more screen accurate in size. So I went with the smaller bellows here to replicate that. It's still a Spirit bellows. It's not a real bellows, but it's still the Spirit Halloween bellows. But it came off of my 80% scale one that I had years ago. Um, I just found it lying around the house somewhere, and I was like, well, you know what? I need that because it needs to be smaller, like it is in the film. So I attached that to the pack. Also, if I zoom in closer here, I also replicated the screw that is found on the front of the bellows, like it is in the films. Um, so also, it's not to attach this particular bellows to the pack. You have to actually remove the two little tabs that are inside the hole of the where the bellows goes. to the front of the bumper to attach this one to it, because this one does not have the exact same setup as the stock original bellows. So you have to remove those tabs first, and then when it comes to attaching this to the pack, I'm actually using two screws. One for the bottom of the bellows, which is attached exactly the same way as the original bellows is attached, with a little bit longer screw that could attach from um, the base of the bumper to the bellows, and then for the front here, this is just a drilled in hole with a actual screen accurate screw attached to it. And I think that's pretty much all the upgrades that I've done so far to the pack. Um, you can still see some of my original upgrades that I've already done, like stuff like this. This is all original. I've done this before. I actually had this on here. I've shown this off a couple times. Like, this is all replicated by me, and it's all removable. You see, it's all like all the red tape that's on here is all removable. You can remove it off the pack, and to showcase it as the 1984 pack. I've talked about that about 1,000 times over in some of my previous videos that I've made on this pack in the past. But yeah, these are real connectors down here, like you see in Afterlife. See, they're 100% real. Um, this clipper valve again is an extra one. Well, the clipper valve itself is still the original stock clipper valve. I just removed the original top piece of that and added the extra. I had an extra uh, uh, HasLab wand clipper valve, and I just removed that top off of that one and replaced it onto this clipper valve so that it matches my wand up here. I wanted it to match the clipper valve this on the wand here, so the whole pack looks kind of decent. Here's some more of that black tape that I was telling you about. That's attached to the pack. Like I said earlier, on camera it wouldn't show up because I had a totally different tape mod on there. It was black on top of black, and it just wouldn't show that good. So this is actually hand painted fabric tape, and I like it because it stands out a lot more. You can see it a lot better, and it still looks like real electrical tape on here. So I love that. And here's my close up of my wiring that I did to it. Like, this is all hand custom by me, and these wires are all hand painted by me as well. So yeah, and I do have my own light kit inside the pack as well. I can go ahead and turn that on if you guys want to see that. The switch is, by the way, back here in the back. It's like right back here in the back. Look at that. That's awesome. I love that. This is pretty cool. Now, I don't have any audio that runs through the actual pack because I'm kind of like a basic person when it comes to modifications. Like, I'm not really good with electricity and stuff like that. So all I did was I bought this really cool Ghostbusters light kit for the pack, and it works out perfectly. It's pretty cool. I like it. I love it. I've had it forever in this pack, and I think I actually used it on my 80% scale pack as well years ago. But my all the audio comes out of the HasLab one. Um, I don't feel as I'm filming this right now. I'm using my smartphone, so I can't really do a whole lot. Like, I want to take this off and show you guys what the wand could do and the audio and all that, but I don't. It's kind of hard to do that. Like, I'm actually holding the phone with one hand and I feel like if I try to take the wand off of here to show you what the wand does, I'm gonna end up dropping either the phone or the wand, and I don't want to do that. So for now, I'm just gonna show the pack with the lights on. But you just gotta believe me that all the audio is from the wand only. If you guys watch any of my previous videos that I've made on this pack, I've showcased this wand being turned on and working and stuff like that. Also, just a note, little side note, I got another video that I want to do. I want to share with you guys a figure review as well. Um, I bought this really neat figure a while back, and I want to review it. Jack Skellington by NECA. So be on the lookout for that video as well. I'm gonna do a full review on that figurine right there. No, he does not come with that base, the cemetery base. That's actually from a Diamond Select base, which I do have the figurine for that one as well. Kind of a crappy figurine, but this one makes up for it. The NECA one makes up for it. So I'm gonna do a complete full review of him in a near future video. So be on the lookout for that. And I guess I'll just close out with saying happy hunting, happy ghost busting, and let me know what you guys think. Please like this video, share this video with all your friends. If you have any questions or answers about how I did some of these mods to my pack, shoot me a comment down below. And thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Sunday.